Hi there, I'm Stephen Allison. I'm the head chef at Glasshoe Bar Restaurant Grill at Royal Exchange Square. Today we're here to talk about our tasting menu. It's an award-winning tasting menu. There's a 7-course menu with the option to be an 8-course. One of the courses I have here in front of me is the octopus carpaccio, which we do with Gordal olives, tomato, capers, lemon and Evo, and lemon balm. These flavours I've picked up along my career and went in different jobs, and it's a marriage that I think works and I really like the dish. So we've included it onto our 7-course tasting menu, and it also features on our a la carte as well. So here we have the venison main course for our 7-course tasting menu. We've got the venison haunch, the king oyster mushroom which we've scored, cooked in clarified butter when finished with chives, with a beetroot fondant and a red wine jus. So this is the textures of raspberry. This is one of the courses on our 7-course tasting menu. It is our pre-dessert, so it's quite a bit of acidity in it as well. It's more like a palate cleanser. So we have a raspberry and white chocolate crumb in the bottom with raspberry gel, which has got a tiny bit of raspberry vinegar in it to bring out the acidity of the raspberries. We've got fresh Scottish Bruce raspberries in there, freeze-dried raspberries, raspberry sorbet, raspberry coral twirl and raspberry sherbet. So for me, Glasshoe is it's about modernising the Scottish cuisine. So we do fine dining Scottish food, but we're trying to put our own twist on it and make it more fun and interesting. For our diners, we like to keep it kind of casual, but it's still upmarket, but have a kind of casual feel about it. So we're not pressing on too many people's toes and they're feeling uncomfortable when they come in. It's really about showcasing the Scottish produce and what we can do with different ingredients and how we can get them on the plate to our customers in different ways.
Hutch was a concept that comes out of our love for Glasgow and Glasgow food and Glasgow institutions, very much like the Barras itself. And the morning roll, your crispy morning roll, your soft McGee's morning roll, these are Glasgow institutions as well. But we wanted to take them and then we wanted to look at them and not just honour the sort of tradition of it and its role here in the market and in the surrounding area, but also look at what Glasgow is in a more modern sense and how we could look at that through the rolls as well. And that's why we've developed a range of specialty house rolls that we feel reflect modern Glasgow and Glasgow's food culture. The thing that makes our morning rolls special for customers is that we've tried to not just go with the classics, your roll and sausage, your brown sauce, all the rest of it, your tatty scones, but we've tried to look around at modern multicultural Glasgow and reflect that in what we're putting on rolls. You know, food culture doesn't stay the same in one place, and Glasgow certainly hasn't stayed the same over the years. It's constantly changing and evolving. We think that's a good thing, and then that's why we've tried to do things like a full buna roll, which is a curried scrambled egg sort of situation that reflects the diversity of modern Glasgow. We're just trying to take things forward and reflect the city we see around us.
Well, it's like a stone throw away, so we're literally just over the road. I've always wanted a cafe in the Barras. It sounds weird, but it's always been a dream to be in here and have my own space. And we're always looking for something to do food. We do a lot of pop-ups and takeovers, interesting collaborations with Chef at the Gate. So we just wanted to do something a little bit more food focused, maybe a little bit more family focused as well. I think it's more so about the area as well. It's not just about driving people to the gate or driving people down here. You've got to do it as a collective. You know, there's great bars, there's St Luke's, everyone else around, and also the actual traders here as well. So for me, it's more like the community aspect and pulling people down to the area. COVID didn't help us very much with bringing people down, and we feel like there's a real change happening down here. So if people want to go to the gate and have a cocktail, amazing, then come in here and have a bacon roll, even better. But for me, it's about the whole area.
I came, and my partners, we came here about 12 or 13 years ago. I came as a student, my partner, he also came as a student. And we worked through over years, like 10 to, I know my partner Gulshan and Krishna for last 10 years, and we are working together for 5 years. What we saw in Glasgow's market is Glasgow food is quite more authentic If you look around the restaurant, you can see we have a theme like we try to bring the rickshaw. You can see the rickshaw hood, the bicycles, tire. Rickshaw is like a form of art in Bangladesh, India, Pakistan. People like it's before like 50, 60 years ago. Even now, like some places, human pull the rickshaws to carry people from one place to another, and for marketing purpose and everything, like from very beginnings, like artists used to art, movie posters, heroine, actor, actress, just to like promote the movies or something, and that's where the rickshaw's art came from. If you try to Google or something, you'll see like quite a bit of it's got very famous in like recent 20-30 years, the rickshaw art. You'll even see is like Bibi Russell. She's one of the prominent artists. She bring this art form like in modern days. So yeah, we have we try to absorb from there, learn from there, and try to put them on the Glasgow's street, Glasgow's Rickshaw & Co. Briefly, I can see is like people will get quite a bit of flavor, quite a bit of color, a burst of color in their plates, and we are trying to bring the authentic, more authentic style of food rather than just getting the usual one.
So our experience in Come Dine with me was good, very good in the end, because we won obviously. But yeah, it was something we considered quite a bit. We were asked to do it on several occasions, and eventually we thought, you know what, there's nothing to lose here. The restaurant's established, win, lose or draw, it's only going to be a win-win. And for Rosie and I, it was just a bit of fun, you know. And like I say, it was hard work. You know, it was 4 days of like filming and one day where you have to close the restaurant down, which you don't always see on the camera. But it was well worth it in the end because we won. When it comes to the menu, what we actually decided to cook on the night, we were asked to pick 3 dishes that represent the restaurant. So 3 signature dishes, a starter, a main and dessert, and that was the kind of theme of the whole series. And so it was kind of a no-brainer that we went with our seared scallops with chorizo, plum tomato and alioli dressing, our 5-spice and tamarind glazed Grissingham duck breast with sweet potato, pak choy and shiitake mushroom jus. And then for dessert, we done our signature vanilla cheesecake with bruleed banana and passion fruit salted caramel sauce. So that was kind of like a no-brainer. There are 3 dishes that are ever popular, and we pretty much think that we could nail them on the day as well, which we didn't actually do. But there you go, that was the other part of it. That on the day, the starter went great, but the main course didn't quite come off as well as I would have liked it to have done. But we managed to pull it all back with the dessert, and I think we just won by a point in the end.
So I thought it was actually so much fun. Like at first I was really nervous about how it was going to come out and what the feedback was going to be, but feedback's been amazing. I had a lot of fun filming in front of the camera and just taking part in the experience, and you know, meeting these other people and sitting around a dinner table for 3 nights in a row. Like I was so nervous, who am I going to chat to and whatever, but the way the family dynamics were, it was really sweet and it was really nice. Well, there wasn't very much pressure at all put on me for cooking because Dad was doing all the cooking. I didn't actually have to do anything.
Still managed to mess it
But
up.
still managed to make some mistakes, yeah. There was a couple of spillages and whatever. But I wouldn't say that there was any pressure on me as such. It was actually more fun, and it was quite comforting having my dad there by my side, and there was no kind of nerves there. It kind of alleviated all that pressure.
Well, we wanted to do the show at the end of the day because it was fun. You know, I think that's what we're looking at more than anything. We had 2 years of whatever trials and tribulations, you know, and this came along and we thought, you know what, there's nothing to lose here. Let's just go for it. It was hard work, you know, and the fact that we won it made it worthwhile. If we hadn't won it, I'm not sure how I would have felt about it. But anyway, I would say go for it. Yeah, definitely. Everybody should, you know, if you get the opportunity, you have to go for it. I mean, it's been incredible. The feedback we've had has been fantastic.